Hello. It's February the 14th. It's Valentine's Day. So where the hell are my cards?
On this video, I ask a question.
Why do we celebrate Valentine's Day?
I tell a Peugeot to get out of my way.
Oh, come on, Peugeot, get out of my way.
And I struggle saying a word.
I won't get that wrong. Lupercalia. Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. Did you know approximately 150 million Valentine cards are exchanged annually, making Valentine's Day the second most popular card sending holiday after Christmas. There we go. There's a fact for you. But here's the question. Why do we celebrate Valentine's Day? I know for us single people, it's probably the least favourite day of the year. But for you couples out there, showing your undivided love to each other, well, what can I say? Oh, yeah. So, the history of Valentine's Day and the story of its patron, Saint, is very much shrouded in mystery. What we do know is that February has long been celebrated as the month of romance. And that St Valentine's Day, as we know it today, contains both Christian and ancient Roman traditions. But who the hell is Saint Valentine? And why did he become associated with Valentine's Day? Well, the Catholic Church actually recognises at least 3 different saints named Valentine or Valentinus, all of whom were martyred. One legend contends that Valentine was a priest who served during the 3rd Roman century, and when Emperor Claudius II decided that single men made better soldiers than those with families and wives, he outlawed marriage for young men. Valentine, realising the injustice of this, defied Claudius and continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret. Oh, hello. Oh, come on, Peugeot, get out of my way. Thank you. When Valentine's actions were discovered, Claudius ordered that he be put to death. Other stories suggest that Valentine may... Hello. Oh, what are you doing? Other stories suggest that Valentine may have actually been killed for attempting to help Christians escape harsh Roman prisons where they were often beaten and tortured. So one legend suggests an actually imprisoned Valentine sent the first Valentine greeting himself after he fell in love with a young girl, possibly his jailer's daughter, who visited him during his confinement. Before his death, it was alleged that he wrote a letter signed "From your Valentine," an expression that is still in use today. Although the truth behind the Valentine legends is very murky, the stories all emphasise his appeal as a sympathetic, heroic and, more importantly, a romantic figure. Okay, by the Middle Ages, perhaps thanks to his reputation, Valentine would become one of the most popular saints in England and France. And while some believe that Valentine's Day is celebrated in the middle of February to commemorate the anniversary of Valentine's death or burial, which probably occurred somewhere around 270 AD. Others claim that the Christian Church may have actually decided to place St Valentine's Festival Day in the middle of February in an effort to Christianise the pagan celebration of Lupercalia. I won't get that wrong. Lupercalia. Celebrations of the Ides of February or February the 15th. Lupercalia was a fertility festival dedicated to Phanes, the Roman god of agriculture, as well as the Roman founders Romulus and Remus. There we are, Remus. To begin the festival, members of the Luperci, an order of Roman priests, would gather at a sacred cave where the infants of Romulus and Remus, were the founders of Rome, were believed to have been born and cared for by the she-wolf or Lupa. The priests would sacrifice a goat for fertility and a dog for purification. They would then strip the goat's hide into strips and dip it into the sacrificial blood, and then take it to the streets, gently slapping women and crop fields with the goat's hide. Far from being fearful, women welcomed this touch of the hide because it was believed to make them fertile in the coming years. Later in the day, according to legend, all the young women in the city would put their names in an urn, and the city bachelors would choose a name and become paired with that person for the year. And these matches would then end in marriage, or would often end in marriage, as I bounce down the road. Thank you very much. Oh, where are you going? Okay. Lupercalia survived the initial rise of Christianity, but was outlawed as it was deemed unchristian at the end of the 5th century, when Pope Gelasius declared February the 14th Saint Valentine's Day. And it was not until much later, however, that that day became associated with love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Trained to become a driving instructor. No, you're rightly off. During the Middle Ages, it was actually commonly believed in France and England that February the 14th was the actual beginning of the birds' mating season, which added to the idea that the middle of February would be Valentine's Day and should be a day for romance. I'm not sure if I like that idea. Oh, good old slow car. Let's get past the learner driver. Is he going to let me past? He's going to let me past. Thank you very much. Valentine greetings were popular as far back as the Middle Ages, though written valentines didn't actually begin to appear until about the 1400s. The oldest known valentine still in existence today, it was a poem written in 1415 by Charles, Duke of Orleans, to his wife while he was imprisoned in the Tower of London following his capture at the Battle of Agincourt. And this greeting is now part of the manuscript collection of the British Library in London, in England. Several years later, it was believed that King Henry V hired a writer named John Lingate to compose a Valentine's note to Catherine of Valois. In addition to the United Kingdom, Valentine's Day is actually celebrated in Canada, Mexico, the United States and Australia. In Great Britain, Valentine's Day began to be popular around the 17th century. By the middle of the 18th century, it was common for friends, lovers of all social classes to exchange small tokens of affection or handwritten notes, and by the 1900s, printed cards began to replace written letters due to improvement in printing technology. And ready-made cards were an easy way for people to express their emotions in a time when direct expressions of feelings was discouraged. No, how dare you have feelings? You're not allowed to have feelings, you're not allowed to show your feelings. Not much changed really then, has there? Because in this day and age, men still aren't allowed to actually show their feelings. But I guess that's another story. Cheap postage rates also contributed to an increase in the popularity of sending Valentine's greetings by post, obviously. That would make sense. American probably began exchanging handmade cards, Valentines, in around the early 1700s, and in 1840 Esther A. Howland began selling the first mass-produced Valentine's cards in America. Howland, known as the mother of the Valentine's card, hang on a second. So this is where my editing skills are going to come into play, isn't it? Now, which way do I need to go? I think I need to go this way. I think it's this way. Or is it straight on? No, hang on a minute. The guiding, the giddings. The giddings? No, I think I do need to go down that way. Doesn't that take me to the A1? Let me have a look. My hands. No, it doesn't. It is that way. I need to turn around. Excuse me. That was nice. Da-da-da-da. Oh, God, went wrong line. Go back. Go back. Go back. Now go forward. It's a very strange place to park a van. So, Howland, known as the Mother of Valentine, made elaborate creations with real lace, ribbons and colourful pictures known as scraps. Today, according to the Greeting Card Association, an estimated 1 billion Valentine cards are sent each year, making Valentine's Day the second largest card sending holiday of the year. An estimated 2.6 billion cards are sent through Christmas, and believe it or not, women purchase approximately 85% of all Valentine's cards. God, men, we are terrible, aren't we? I think we need to sort something out about that. But in saying that, if 85% of women send all the Valentine's cards, where's my Valentine's card? Why haven't I got one? That's a bit miserable. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, including to all the people that watch this channel and that are on my Instagram account. Thank you very much, and I will see you on Thursday for another video. As a plane. Cheerio!